Hey everybody, Steve here in Palm Springs. And some of you may remember that the other day I went shopping at Sprouts, our new Sprouts Farmers Market store here in Palm Springs, and I picked up some arugula. I mentioned that I'd never had arugula before. I got the baby arugula. It was cheaper than the regular arugula. I think it was around $3 for this container. So it's hard to believe that I've gone 70 years without ever trying arugula. At least not that I know of. Maybe it was mixed in with other salads that I've had over the years, at restaurants, and I just didn't realize it was arugula. But I was really curious what it tasted like. I assumed it would taste like spinach or something. Now, I can't eat spinach because it's super high in oxalates. And oxalates can cause kidney stones in people like me who develop kidney stones. Other people, I guess, who don't get kidney stones, you can eat all the oxalates you want and your body deals with them perfectly, but mine doesn't deal with oxalates very well. And so they end up turning into calcium oxalate kidney stones. But apparently, arugula is very, very low in oxalates, almost no oxalates, so it's okay. In fact, they even recommend it for people with kidney stones. I guess maybe as a substitute for spinach. Now, I love the taste of spinach. I've had it over the years before I knew that it had oxalates in it. And so with this, I assumed it kind of looks a little bit like spinach. I thought it would taste like spinach, but boy, was I wrong. Here's what it looks like. Now, it's funny, right now it's cold and it doesn't really have much of a smell at all. Oh yeah, there it is. To me, it smells like rubber. The first time I opened it, I was like, whoa. I mean, it wasn't in the refrigerator yet, and it was still just room temperature. And it was like this overwhelming smell of rubber. And I'm like, what in the heck is this going to taste like? If it smells like rubber, what's it going to actually taste like? So I put it in my salad, expecting the worst, but actually it tasted pretty good. I have no idea what it tastes like. Jim says it's supposed to taste nutty. I guess a lot of people say it tastes nutty. I wouldn't say it tastes like nuts. It doesn't taste like anything I've ever tasted before. It doesn't taste like any lettuce I've ever tasted. It doesn't taste like kale or... So I'm curious, does arugula smell like rubber to you too, or is it just me? I mean, they say when you have like a stroke or you have some kind of mental issues, all of a sudden you start smelling weird things. But it is only when I smell this. So I'm pretty sure it is the arugula and not my mind. But actually it doesn't taste like rubber. Thank goodness. It's pretty strong. It has a pretty strong taste to it. But I wouldn't say it's a good taste, not a bad taste. It's just sort of kind of an interesting taste. And I think maybe over time I'll decide if I like it or not. But right now, I mean, I'm using it all and I'll eat all of this in my salads. And I have a salad every day. I've mentioned that, I think, before in other videos. I love salad. Probably my favorite meal every day is my salad. I mean, it's usually huge with all kinds of things in it. Cherry tomatoes and cucumbers and celery, red cabbage, olives, avocados. So the other thing that's like lettuce that I've started buying recently because it's supposed to be so good for you, just like this. So arugula is supposed to be really good have a lot of vitamin K in it, and I guess vitamin K is supposed to be really good for your heart and your heart arteries, unclogging your arteries or unclogging the calcium in the arteries or something. And so I thought I should try it because my salads are usually just iceberg because it's easier. I like iceberg and I prefer romaine, but it's always so full of dirt and mud and it's very hard to clean no matter what I do, no matter how much I wash it. I always end up eating sand and grit and dirt in my romaines, so I really don't like eating that much dirt. So I just stick with the iceberg, which doesn't have any dirt in it, ever. I've never had any iceberg with dirt or sand in it. So I bought kale for the first time at Walmart probably 6 months ago. I started cutting it up and putting it in my salad, but I remember kale, the first time I brought it home and I smelled it, I was like just overwhelmed with this awful smell. It smelled medicinal to me, almost like maybe medical gloves in a hospital or something. That's kind of what it smells like to me. And it doesn't taste much better. So kale not only smells bad, but it doesn't taste very good either. And it's so chewy, it's kind of like chewing rubber. So that should really be what smells like rubber because it tastes like you're chewing rubber. I've chopped it up small, I've sauteed it, I've done everything with it. And it's just not the greatest, but again, it's loaded with all of the really good vitamins that you don't get from iceberg or from a lot of other vegetables. So I'll continue to eat it, but that I have to chop up very small and just put in very small portions. With this, I just eat it like this, just the way it is without cutting it up or anything. And it's very thin. It's a lot more like spinach and very easy to eat. And you can actually put a lot in your salad and it doesn't overwhelm it or anything. So anyway, I've been eating kale and arugula now in my salads, and hopefully that's giving me more vitamins that'll help with my heart. So I just thought I would share that with you today. I think someone was asking me the other day in one of the videos what kind of salads I make and what do I put in my salads. Okay, so just a short video that I want to share with you today about one of the things I eat during the day. As always, thanks for watching today, and I hope to see you all next time.